Wednesday, brand new, doing things, echo here. Hold up. Yeah, it's me again. You sipping on? Hey, don't sip through my intro, baby.
Us again?
Don't sip through my intro.
Well, I figured you was in your own little world. I just go give me a little drink.
Hey, it's the main man back again,
it's the main man.
Don't sit through the intro, okay? Mm-hmm. It's your boy once again, episode number 11.
Maybe he'll get it right this time.
Number 11 on this fine July 31st. Yes, I know. I wasn't looking for
2019.
I wasn't looking for acknowledgement. I knew the date.
Did you?
So again, 2019, the year of our Lord, while we making moves, thanking God.
Thanking the Lord.
And it's your boy, Mr. N.D.A. runs Dallas in the building. Hello, people. Hello, America. Mr. AKA No, I'm Right is back for another episode. Number 11. How'd you like episode 10? It was live, it was interactive, it was great. Right, Nathan?
Yes.
You can speak now.
I can? Oh, thank you.
You can speak.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much for giving me the forum to be able to speak.
Make it quick now.
How quick?
I'm
sorry. Is the clock started?
Yeah.
Right. All right. 1, 2. What's going on? It's the Impossible Kid, a.k.a. Haven's dad, here with N.D.A. putting up with his nonsense again. Trying to have a good day. July 31st.
All right, let me get back to me. So here we are at the home of the organically fabricated, culturally, unculturally,
11 shows and you still can't get that shit right.
I'm not supposed to get it right. That's
right.
part of it.
Is that
okay?
We didn't talk about that.
Yeah, I talked to me. I talked to the boss.
Right.
Boss, can I mess up on that boss? Sure you can, man. It's your show. Do whatever you want to do. Is Nathan still with you? Yeah, he's still with us.
Right.
We got to do something about that soon. Okay, boss, I'll make sure I get on it.
Right.
All right, keep up the good work. Thanks, boss.
Was that improv?
That's how it went.
Was that improv?
That's how I talked to the boss.
That's
it was that quick.
The boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, home of the organically fabricated, culturally uncultured, specifically unspecified, unradio podcast of No, I'm Right. With your two intellectually uneducated, entertainingly unentertained hosts, Mr. N.D.A. runs Dallas himself, Mr. Main Attraction, and it unfortunately features his help, his number 2.
That was an ad lib.
His number 2. What's his number 2? Nate, the impractical kid.
Impractical is not a word.
Yeah, I made it up.
Sure.
Yeah, because I can do that.
All words are made up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm Webster.
Right.
Welcome to Webster's Dictionary.
Sure.
The impractical kid, Nathan, Mr. Price.
Haven's dad.
Mr. / Price.
/ Captain /
Doggone shame. And we're here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central, ladies and gentlemen, because this is the absolute best use at wasting your time that you can't get back. Now the show has begun. Episode 10.
Episode 11.
No, episode 10 is the segue I was going.
Oh, I'm sorry. Listen.
Keep up with radio, young
that
man.
was a
rough
segue.
You'll learn something.
Rough segue.
Episode 10 was our first interactive live broadcast.
I think it went off great.
It was our first guest host that was multiple people.
Right.
Because it wasn't just a female, wasn't a guy. Mm-hmm. It was all of you.
The fans.
Everyone. It was you all. And you showed up in droves, and I appreciate it. Even Nathan, he has never seen that many people come to applaud him for anything. I mean, the guy has graduated numerous vocational schools, trade schools,
Right.
Went to
nobody showed up though.
Yeah,
Nobody was
the community college that be up the rapping on TV when they tell you go to the community college. I forgot the name of that one. The DC,
Everest.
Yeah.
Everest.
Yeah, right. Nobody there.
Well, nobody showed up.
Went to cooking school, as he called culinary school.
Cooking school. That's my favorite.
His educator was there, but way in the back.
Right in the back.
So,
yeah.
I
had to cut the lights on myself.
I appreciate you guys for showing up for him. Nathan was pleased.
Nathan, thank you. The boss.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Thank you. I'm glad you called me the boss. Yeah.
No.
So he was pleased by it. Nathan, how do you think it went? You think it went great?
I do believe it went. I do believe it went great. We got a lot of feedback. There was a lot of interaction. I think we heated up a few topics that were very strenuous for some people. Yeah. People found it to be, insensitive.
Hey, I don't know why. All I did was reenact. I don't know what you did.
Well, I wasn't saying you specifically, but unless you feel like you
No.
feel guilty about something or something you said, or maybe about somebody's handicap that maybe you should take back or apologize for or something like that. I'm not sure.
Pshaw, sir.
Pshaw. So if we're going to make up words, tuteliffery. I'm just going to throw words out too.
All I'm saying is
Fraudinatical.
I had an interaction with the Lyft rider.
Right.
And I just let everybody know how it went.
Not,
So much so,
right.
I have a surprise. I had another interaction with the same Lyft rider.
Right.
And you all know how that went. So
how'd it go?
I figured instead, because I felt like that America felt that I was being somewhat insensitive.
Humans in general probably felt that way.
I can't even fathom how many people had the audacity to think that I, the pillar of the community, the guy's guy, the man above the man of the hour, me,
the one above all,
could do anything to insult or besmirch any of his fans.
Right. So the entire show is predicated on us insulting each other. So yeah, they could probably reach.
Let's keep that fourth wall up if you can, sir. Thank you so much.
Sure, I'm just saying.
So what I did,
to
just show people that I'm a man of truth. I'm a man of exact specification when I mention things.
Say the V word.
Yeah, my goal today was to educate everyone on how true to my word I was. So when this gentleman got into my vehicle, in the front seat again, ladies and gentlemen, trying to control my radio again, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to roll tape. So, for the benefit of those with
for purposes
audio,
talked about, you were rolling tape anyway because of being safe with strangers in your car, not just because of this. You were rolling tape anyway.
Yeah.
For legal purposes.
Well, yeah, I mean, I roll tape, period, to cover myself.
Yes.
Whenever I do this volunteer work.
Yes.
As driving, Lyft, and Uber is strictly volunteer because,
unpredictable.
Mr. Moneybag don't need it. So I have to make sure my safety is paramount.
Right.
Because I'm a big deal, Nathan. And you know. Yes, you're my number 2.
Right.
Come on now.
Listen.
So I have to make sure that I'm safe to show up every Wednesday night for my adoring fans.
Absolutely.
So, for those with audio, I would like to go ahead and play this. You ready?
I'm waiting on you. I was saying everybody has audio.
Yeah. We just got to make sure because hey.
I'm sorry.
I don't want to offend anybody else. There are some people
that are just watching us mouth move with no audio.
Closed caption.
Right.
It might be closed caption. I just want to make sure I'm covering all that.
I'm learning sign language.
Okay. So for the benefit of those with audio, I am going to go ahead and play this. And this is just an excerpt of our conversation in the vehicle today. July 31st.
Year of our Lord 2019.
Mr. J. Rizzle. That's what I'm calling.
Okay.
J. Rizzle.
You skating, baby.
J. Rizzle, baby.
You skating.
Here we go.
I like a lot of artists. But my favorite one is probably Cody Gunner because his beats be fire.
So he picked the best beats.
Huh? Yeah.
You do any rapping yourself?
No, I don't rap. I just listen to the artists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you know all their songs too?
Yeah. One of my cousins rap, but I don't know if that's to do with them. Because I know I'm not supposed to tell them what their rap name. I'm not supposed to tell anybody what their rap name is. But
what's their rap name?
I can't. That's the thing. I can't tell nobody.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a secret, or is it not? They haven't come out yet, or what?
No, I can't say they rapping because it's like undercover thing.
Oh,
yeah.
So it's kind of like Like Death Row back in the day with Tupac.
No, it's kind of like Vivid.
Okay.
Yeah. But I know that they work though. They also work too. I know one of my cousins, one of them works for a Coca-Cola factory. Yeah.
All right. So,
So you're the guy that kicks the crutch out from underneath the cripple kid, right?
whoa, sir. Whoa.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
I simply just wanted my adoring public to know
Showcase.
that this gentleman, I did a completely precise reenactment.
No, you did. But Razzie B is
Yes.
challenged.
No, Razzie B has his faculties. Razzie B pick up chicks.
Right. He
Razzie B
works for Coca-Cola.
I'm telling you, he knows all of the Migos, the Baby, Gunna, Drake, all their songs. He knows them all.
Does he know you're a rapper?
No, I was interested.
You weren't trying to tell him?
I was not trying
he
to
was
shock him
in the presence?
that he was in the presence of greatness. No,
Of
I did not want to do that to him. I
Right,
wanted
okay.
it to be about him.
Yeah.
Because I am not an egomaniac. I don't need to be in the spotlight all the time.
Right.
This was about Razzie B. This was all about him.
Right.
I didn't need to be the focus.
Yeah.
So-
you're about as egotistical as anybody I know.
No, sir.
You probably poop and tell the toilet you're welcome.
No.
That's the kind of nonsense that I'm talking about.
Sir, that is far from
That
the
is
truth.
far from the truth.
Because the toilet thanks me
Right, that's
for
what-
my service.
and you say,
that's it.
you're welcome. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
it's an Amazon toilet. I bought it from Amazon to
You
say
bought the
thank you.
Amazon
This is a
toilet.
little joke. I mean, that's
Right.
it. That's all it was.
Right.
Straight up fun. I like to have fun in my life.
Do you?
Sorry you don't.
I do like to have fun. I come here every week to have fun.
Can't possibly.
It is hilarious. We got drinks.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd you get the drink from?
Oh, my new sponsor.
Whoa. Who's new sponsor?
My
Okay.
new sponsor. They sponsor Cutting Up with LA.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is Little Big Gulp. We've all seen them.
Little Big Gulp.
Sevon 11.
Sevon.
Yeah,
Is
you
that
know.
the French store?
This is Sevon 11.
Sevon 11.
So I got a few treats. A few things in my bag. Sevon 11.
Sevon 11, man.
Yeah, I got little rippies. Here. I'm just gonna enjoy myself today. Little gushers, taking it back to the '90s with the gushers, and
Right.
for the millennials, they like everything all hot. So got me little hot fingers. That's it.
Are we sponsored by Frito-Lay as well? Or?
No, these are all items that you can purchase on a daily basis from your one-stop shop at Sevon 11.
Right. So, what are rips? I don't know what those are.
Little rips, little, they got their little sour rips, rainbow candies that, they're torn off fruit leather, so to speak.
Okay.
Yeah. in the same avenue right there.
Okay. I don't know what fruit leather is, but we're gonna say
Fruit
that's
by the foot, sir. Fruit
Fruit
roll-ups.
leather.
It's in that same
Vein.
arena, sir. Okay. Can you
So,
get with the program?
I'm trying to, man. I've been trying for 10 shows, and on the 11th show, I think I finally made it.
Did you?
I understand you.
Okay.
I understand you as an individual. And
Well, yeah, it took you 11 shows to get out of show 1. So
10 shows.
I'm just
Listen,
glad that.
For the record, there is no show one.
Oh!
There's no show
There's
one.
no show 1.
And I will burn this place to the ground if it ever sees the light of day.
We'll touch on show 1 another time.
We're not touching on nothing. That shit is in the cloud.
Sir, speaking of, so I also got a lot of fan feedback from the last show.
Did you know?
And they were completely. I can't even say it's from the last show. It's been from all our shows. The feedback we're getting is, how are you two guys friends? How? On a regular basis, you take the opportunity to take a Tanya Harding crowbar to each other's legs
Right.
at any time of day.
Right.
So how do you call that friendship? How do you call it? How do we explain that to them?
Well, I mean, the joke is we're not friends. But
Newsflash.
right.
You just blew their mind.
I know, right. That's a hideous shirt you're wearing.
Thank you. Your mom made it.
Right. Right. She did. She busy.
Yeah.
She need a new car. Go buy her one. So, I don't know, man. It hardens you to have friends that know you well enough to be able to, as people say, rib you or to joke with you or or side or joke or Jones, whatever people say.
Shade.
Yeah. I mean, it's, if you look at a ridiculous human and you see something about them that you want to say is ridiculous.
Right. As you do
normally
every day in that mirror.
Right. You just want to mention it. And as a person's friend, it's like testing your friendship, And it's like, okay, if I can say this to you and then you can go out into the world, if somebody else says something that's not as funny or not as offensive, you'd be like, that ain't shit. Nathan talked about me the other day. It ain't nothing. He talking about these ugly ass shoes I was wearing or whatever. He could say something, whatever, and you just feel better out in the world.
It ain't no my breast ain't on a daily. I don't care if that chick don't want to talk to me. It don't matter.
I was going to make a mama joke there too, but, I'm the bigger person.
Well, I didn't say anything about mom per se. I just said she made it.
Right, I was going to say something too, right.
And I like the shirt because I'm wearing it, which means I applaud her for making such a top shirt.
It's a great looking number.
Right, because at least, like your mom, I do dress you too because you're in that shirt because of me. I got it because of me. Me.
Which guy?
This guy.
Right. So that's like
this
saying
that you're. Let me check with the boss. Boss, do you agree?
Is that more improv? Listen, it's getting real authentic in here. Young man.
Hey, sir, I'm just going to start enjoying my rips.
Gonna rip open your rips?
Yes.
Right.
And speaking of rips, at times friends deserve to be ripped.
Ribbed.
And ripped.
Okay.
Ripping them a new one,
Ripping
sometimes you got to do that.
What happened to the
But
old
guess what? Guess what though?
Chewing on
as friends,
the microphone. Right.
As friends, you have to be able to take a joke.
Yes.
Live life, have fun.
Right.
So when it comes to our relationship, I feel that we take the power out of deception.
Sure.
Out of ridicule.
Sure.
Out of insults.
And bullying.
Yes, because if we're able to rib each other with those things, that when aimed at Nathan is always true, but aimed at LA is always false.
Always false.
We are able to desensitize the meaning of those insults.
Sure.
I mean, hell, you should hire us to take the N-word out.
Right.
Because as much as we insult each other, and still able to maintain this friendship, I mean, I tell you, we probably would cut the N-word all the way about it.
Take the power right out of it.
Right out of it.
Take the power
So
right
you got to desensitize. You got to have, your mind full of jokes. You got to have a way of thinking that, you know what? If this person says this, if I hear from a stranger or anybody else,
right.
What does it matter?
Because I know you. I got ammo.
Right.
I got all. Anybody wants to know, I got all the dirt on Mr. Anderson. But
Stay
it
squeaky clean.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Understand that. Everybody know.
That's what he say.
Everybody know.
That's what he say.
So, as I enjoy my treats from Sevon 11, I think it's time we go ahead and get to our guest.
Oh.
Speaking of Sevon 11,
we have
a special guest.
Is her name 11?
No. That's ridiculous. That's absurd. Who would name somebody a number like that?
That's just absurd.
Yeah. That's
even French speaking.
Nothing.
Words,
any guest that has a name that's a damn number,
right,
should be smacked upside there. What are you talking about? Ain't nobody gonna be. Oh, my name is Tree. That's ridiculous. Who names it? So our guest is not that.
No.
Not
11.
No. Okay. And speaking of the Sevon 11 brand, which I thank him again for. Thank you again, 711. We want to go ahead and bring our guest at this time. So everybody make some noise and get loud. Get that music ready for my guest because here comes Miss Sevon.
Hello.
Sevon's in the house.
What's going on, Sevon? Would you care for some rippies?
I did want some.
Did you? Okay, let me slide those right over here off camera.
Right, yeah. Off camera. Yeah, what are you talking about? Don't third ball. Yeah, right. Yeah. How are we doing, young lady?
I'm doing well.
I see, yeah.
She's
like, I'm doing well.
Indeed,
Yeah, getting on it. Right. Well, we are happy to have you here today. You seem very bright and energetic and want product placement, not Seven, but Sevon. Sevon, yes, absolutely. Some say it's a perfect number. Yeah. Sevon, absolutely.
Exactly.
Right.
Welcome to the show, and I am so glad that Nathan has light company today. For those that you don't know, I'll give you a little background on Sevon before she gets started. There is a show that I host called Girl Talk TV. for Girl Talk Salon to Spawn, Tina Webb, and Michelle. What up? So I had to procure a new co-host. My previous co-host, Rochelle, was unable to continue with her duties. So a new co-host had to step up. And so I do have a new number 2. My new number 2 is Sevon.
I'm going to let him have that for right now.
Right.
Number 2, I don't really know about that number. I know about 1 and 7, but not so.
Just ask Nathan. He knows all about it.
Right. It's best not to even say anything about it. Just let ignorance fly. That's all.
I learned that because he kept calling me number 2 when we were doing Texas International Hair Show.
Right.
And I was wondering who he was talking to.
Right. You were like,
Just throw it in the bag.
picking stuff up and looking around like, who the fuck is
Hey, sir.
Right.
Sevon,
I forgot. Yeah. Right. Yeah, sure. So the best thing is not to acknowledge it. That's the best. It's just to ignore the bravado and that, and just let it go. Just let it go. Be yourself. Be happy. Be full of life. And then just.
Sir, can you stop talking and let our guest talk?
I'd
like Sevon to tell our guest
Right.
who exactly she is and why she's here.
Absolutely.
Our previous guest host, sorry, aka fans.
I see you. Quick on your feet.
Yeah.
That was good.
Right.
But everybody, my name is Sevon. I'm actually the host of Bear Boot. Bear Boot is a reality dating show where there are 2 contestants, one bachelor or bachelorette. They go through a series of challenges, and by the end of the show, somebody is bae and somebody gets the boot. It's like The Bachelor, but a lot blacker. Okay.
You know what I love? Let me tell you what I loved about what Sevon just did. She articulated and explained everything in detail with panache, and she had personality. No, these are my words, not yours. So I loved it, man. And so as you see, I had to get some talent on the show for the first time ever that actually knew something about radio.
Right.
And who better than my number 1, number 2?
Being good with words helps too.
Yeah.
Number 1, number 2.
My number 1, number 2.
I caught that. I'm making sure you. I just fan. I don't know. Is this an audition? Because I'll leave. I don't know. I got my.
Will you?
Right. Thanks. If it's an audition, I get out of it. No problem. It's no problem.
Don't even worry about it because I'm not even trying.
Right, I know what I'm saying. Listen, you don't want to deal with that. Listen, he doesn't know that the greatest attribute you can have is be able to put up with his bullshit every week.
Sir.
That is the greatest thing.
Excuse me.
They didn't sponsor me. They sponsored you. You said that earlier.
And I told them that I would cut down your profanity to about 4 words. And you already at 3.
And you lied to him. So, Sevon, I had a question about the show in and of itself.
Gushers next.
Yeah. So
that's really what I wanted. So you just make sure you just pass that around. I'm listening.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I might.
The show. How did it come about? Like, what it prompted you to want to start is it a relationship show? It's a dating show, correct?
It is a dating show. So first, the producers came to me. Like the producer Q, he's one of my best friends, and he came to me one day. He was like, "Yo, I got this show that I'm trying to do, and I want you to be a part of it." So at first, when I went into this meeting with this guy named Desmond, I had no idea who Desmond was. I really didn't even know what I was walking into. Q, like I said, we're really good friends. I'm walking into a whole audition to be the host. And he knew to do that to me. He knew not to like warn me before, because then I would have been like, I'm not going to do this. So I go in, and then I'm having this meeting, and then he was just like, okay. And he still faced me the whole entire time. And I was like, well, that's an audition I didn't get.
Right.
And that's okay. You know, you got to take that.
Be strong in yourself. Right.
You know? And then like a day and a half later, I get a phone call talking about some, hey, we really like you. We really want you to be a part of the cast of Bear Boot. I'm on Bear Boot. We shot the very first episode in August of last year. And it was very, very scary.
Okay.
And I was so nervous because I was just like, oh my God, I have never done anything like this. Reality dating, what is that? I'm single. How this gonna help me?
Right.
And
yeah, you just counted yourself out in dating pools, sweetie, because you on there snitching.
Yep.
Telling it all.
It's a wrap for you.
Right. Yeah.
But continue. I'm sorry.
So then I did that, and after the very first show, we're now about 18 episodes deep.
Okay.
So you can catch it on YouTube. It's on YouTube right now. It's also on New TV in Atlanta and in LA.
There you go.
Speaking of which, how does it go? So you have a guy and a girl on the show, and the girl asks the guy a series of questions.
No, so basically, there is a bachelor or bachelorette, so we mix it up.
Okay.
And then there are 2 contestants, so it could be like 2 guys, or it can be 2 girls, or it can be a guy and a girl, you know, splicing up every now and then.
Women trying to vie for their affection, or trying to be...
So the 2 contestants are trying to fight for the love of this one person.
Okay, now I get you.
So then they go through challenges. So like the very
Really
first...
original.
Ooh.
See that shade?
Hold on, wait a minute. It smells. Do you smell something?
His breath. Go ahead. Right. Hater.
Good
It
day.
smells like a hater.
That smell like a hater.
It smells bad.
Simpsons did it. Keep going.
Simpsons?
Simpsons, sir.
Simpsons, okay.
It smells bad.
Yeah, it does. That guy.
Fix that.
Yeah.
Anyways, so the 2 contestants that were on the very first show, which is with Vanessa, Scooter, and Matthew, they did a photography challenge. So basically, she's a model, and they had to pose with her.
Okay.
And that's kind of how the challenges go. They go after she did that challenge, she chose a winner, and I'm not gonna tell you who the winner was. You can go watch it, but
I know.
you know.
Has there been love found on Bay or Boot?
Oh, has there been love found and has there been love lost?
Okay.
Is the question. So definitely,
Neither.
when you watch the show, definitely go check out the reunion after that.
Oh.
because-
They got a reunion?
Wait a minute.
How original.
I've seen the reunions where they fighting and throwing
How
shit.
original.
They throwing stuff.
They got
Not
a
yours,
reunion.
but I've seen that. Is that like the premise of all
That
reunion
was,
shows?
that was really just your high school reunion. Sir.
right. I don't.
You went to Kim?
Justin F.
Yeah. So that was called Tuesday.
Right. Is that what that was called? I wonder what that was. Right. So I'm just saying, is there a lot of drama in the reunion, or is there really a family because everybody's trying to find love?
And don't lie.
Is there
Don't you lie.
controversy or
Don't
you
feel
don't have to spoil anything,
Oh, she can tell the truth.
but do people find a situation at the end of the show and then get to reunion like, fuck that dude?
That's the last one.
Okay.
No, the last one was the
Number
last
4. That's
That's
it.
the last one.
5 or shit.
Stop it.
Right. Okay.
Is there everything's always spicy, you know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
okay.
Yeah, you
It's content.
like spicy.
Not food. What are we
Spicy content.
It's not food. What are we doing? Keep going.
Look at you. You got spicy.
No, these are flaming hot Funyuns here.
Did you have to-
and sponsors from Sevon 11. Hey, you need a quick break? Step on in. Sevon 11. That's the only thing you need.
The worst
pitch,
man. Worst pitch, man.
You mean best? So
Okay, right. I'm making up words too. I mean, best means worse, like bad means good. Like, yeah,
there you
best
go.
means worse.
There you go.
Right,
Good,
right.
Good thing. How that reunion go again since it was spicy?
Right,
It was so
right.
spicy. Yeah, go ahead.
Right. So we have Bear Boot. What other projects do you have going? Or I saw on your Instagram. Are you a model of some kind?
So I do model. But a fact about me is I do not like when people call me a model solely because I am so many more things, and to sum me up in a model is almost offensive.
Right.
So I do not like that. I actually am a business owner,
Okay.
an entrepreneur. That's what I like to say first. So I'm the owner of Face Off Boutique,
Get it.
and that's basically my boutique that I started. That's my baby. I started in May 7th, and it's been going.
Face Off Boutique. What do you sell at the boutique?
So right now I'm selling clothes, outfits, and my shirts. If you would like a shirt, like LA got a shirt. Hold that up. Hold that up right there.
Hold the bag. And
Okay. The gift I received.
Yeah.
You're a product.
See.
Yeah, the gift I received.
She knows you. She
The
didn't
gift
know.
I received.
Why are you trying to throw shade?
From
She
Sevon.
never met me.
That's exactly right.
Right.
That's
She didn't know
right.
anything about
Why would she need to? That's
Right.
a waste of a meat.
I know. Right. Yeah.
Look at the gift that I received
Oh my goodness.
from Sevon.
Oh,
Not 11.
Sevon.
Hello.
Right.
Got the little logo over to the corner, and on the back, look at that. And it's not a Gillian shirt either. It's soft cotton. It's not the off
Gilded.
the,
It's not.
It's not paper sack and all of that.
Yeah, I'm
hard,
trying,
rough.
I'm trying to get everybody right.
Right. So
Is it a V-neck?
it's
That's not a V-neck.
crude.
It's not a V-neck. She didn't step it all the way. That's good. Okay. It's good.
You
It
are
works.
disparaging the gift. So
You know what? Give me my shirt.
right, give me my shirt.
How the Bart Simpson cake go? At least you tried.
At least you tried. Right. So I'm sorry for him. I apologize every week for people.
Hey, I hold my number twos to a high extent. They're my number twos. They're not just any number two.
Who are
They're
these
my number twos. So I hold them to a higher extent.
Leonard.
So
Who are
everybody
these number
who's out there
Yes.
that are putting in their applications
What?
to be my personal assistant,
What?
know what I expect. I expect my number twos to be on perk.
Is there alcohol in that big cup?
It's gotta be.
It must be.
No,
No.
but 7-Eleven does sell fine wines and spirits.
You are the worst.
It's hard drugs.
Right. Yes. It must be. Right. It must be.
So Sevon, if myself and Nathan were a part of this Bay or Boot show,
I knew you were gonna say this.
how do you think this would go? What do you think? How would it end? Let's start with Nathan. How would it end for Nathan?
No, sir. We shall start where you like to start every day
sir.
with yourself.
We already know.
No, sir. No, sir.
It would spoil a surprise because
there a surprise?
it's called Bay or Boot.
Right.
So obviously Bay.
Right.
Boot.
Right.
We're ruining it.
Right.
We're ruining it. But we can start with me.
I would like
Sevon,
to.
if we could.
I mean, I didn't know I was even in it, but I guess
Sevon,
I'm in it. Go ahead.
if you will.
Okay, so we will start with LA.
Right.
It's gonna be really difficult to find somebody that I feel like you could be compatible with since everybody's number
My
two.
standards are high. I get it. I expect a lot more from someone I date. I totally get that.
Would you like a
You
mirror?
are on point.
Thank you.
Would you like a mirror?
Oh,
Right.
I have several. I don't need any more.
Yes,
Don't
he
need
does.
any
Let me side note. Yes, he does.
Don't need any more. Don't even need the ones I have.
Every 3
Hey,
places.
I'm the one that told me that I woke up like
right.
this. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah. Right.
Go back to sleep.
Right.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Woke
We don't
up
need
like
that.
this. So as far as Nathan here, though,
See.
Now we're working with something. Now we have a chance at actually finding love and actually finding somebody compatible.
I know having to get desperate with all
Right,
that.
you gotta pay him. You gotta pay him to show up. Right, it's like, listen, I know it's just Nathan, but
Right.
here's $20. We'll pay for your
Give him the
gas.
time. And then we know for sure
Right.
that you would have to tap into a different demographic
Here comes the narrative.
because
Let him talk to you.
anyone that looks like you, not happening with
An
Nathan.
attractive woman.
No,
So I can't
See,
have an attractive
demographic.
woman.
That's messed
I
up.
did say
He's-
demographic.
he's
Right, but
implying
I don't think you know what
He's
demographic
implying-
means because
Okay.
demographic can
you
mean.
got a point.
Right.
You got a point there,
Right.
but you're wrong.
Okay.
And here's why.
Okay.
Because we're not talking about the demographic.
I know exactly what demographic you were
we
referring
are
to.
talking about.
And in 10 shows, now it makes 11. You have mentioned this. You have brought this narrative to light.
I and others.
What others?
Fans of the
Name
show.
an other. Are those fans intimate with me? Is that what we? Or just people
If
that
they
you
were,
talk to that you
They
said,
would be able to attest, and I wouldn't even have to ask them a question.
Right.
They would all look very similar.
Right, absolutely. The long line forms to the left. Right?
Hey.
But I'll let you continue.
Yes.
Your narrative.
Go ahead, if you could, Sevon. Let us know what type of woman Nathan would be presented with.
That's really difficult because on the Bear Boot website, we have everybody fill out an application. So anybody that's on the show has to fill out an application. I sift through those applications like it's somebody I'm trying to look for. Like I really put my all into casting.
Okay.
And so the people that are really on the show are really people that don't know each other for one, and for two that I sat down for hours, looked at, and was like, you know what? I feel like these two would be pretty cool together.
So you're not just the host. You're a producer on the show.
Yeah.
You are. I was under the impression you were saying that you were just a host, but you are a producer on the show. You do touch the inner workings of what happens, what goes on screen.
Yep. So, my official title is the talent acquisition. Sorry about that, but so for the most part, I'm really the one that the people that you see on the actual show are people brought to you by me.
Absolutely.
So, it's really cool to see how everything plays out. Because it's like one of those things to where I was like, well, I knew that everybody here was compatible.
Yeah.
But
He's stirring the pot. Like, I knew that was going to get with that and fix this right with
We
here.
knew Sarah and Stephanie and Holly was going to be right for Nathan.
And I was.
We knew that.
Nobody's accepting the narrative. You can stop. Nobody's accepting
Everybody
the narrative.
accepts it.
Nobody's
baby.
accepting
It
the
is
narrative.
a known
Right.
narrative.
Okay. Right.
Well, I gotta be Sarah Sally.
You already know why.
I
Right.
gotta be Sarah.
You already know why.
He seems to know more about my love life than me, so
Don't
I
you
would
worry.
like to know.
Don't you worry.
It's
Soon
coming.
to come.
Right. Just hold on. Yeah. Right.
Wait.
Right.
There's more.
Right. See, you gotta let people just have their fun. You know, that's what people enjoy it. They like it. They enjoy hearing LA's strings of whatever it is he spouts. But you know, I don't care.
Facts in case you're
Right.
looking for them.
Facts? Right. Back them up, baby.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Big
but please.
facts.
Big facts? Hashtag big facts. All right. But, what LA is saying is, you know, pretty obvious. But my question would be, I guess, do you pick the contestants first, the people that are vying for the affection of the woman first, or the single person first, or the two guys or the two girls that are trying to win the affection of the person? Like how does it come together? You say, okay, well, this person, Sally, as LA would say, likes Brian, or I think she would like Brian. Mm-hmm. Or would you say Brian is attracted to people like Sally?
So typically when I'm looking at the applications, I'm just like, okay, let me see who would be the most compatible with who. Mm-hmm. And then typically if it's like a male and like 3 or 4 females that seem compatible, then I'm just like, okay, well, this male, and then let's find 2 women out of here. Okay. Or if it's like a whole bunch of men and I'm just like, oh, it seems like she would like this one, and this one. Okay, let me get 2 dudes out of this little group here.
This little group right here, I can pick somebody out.
I do try to get like people who that I feel like would be physically compatible, but overall I really try to do like everything, like hit something for everybody, and that's why it takes me so long, and that's why they get mad at me.
Are there any second chances? Like the person who who got booted, they get to?
So we do have bringbacks. So,
okay.
Bringbacks.
So basically, it's fan favorites. So if you watch Boot, it's literally the people who you all vote for. Then y'all want them to come back, they come back.
How's this fan base? Like, is it really like a very interactive show? Is it based in Atlanta, or do they have?
It's based here. So
it's based here. Okay.
Yeah, it's Boot DFW. So it's based here, but you can see it in Atlanta and you can see it in LA. Okay. And Lord have mercy. Our fan base is so loyal. They are very patient, to say the least, because we never know how long filming is gonna take until like we really start getting through like the actual applications, because there are so many people that want to find love, and there are only so many episodes we can film.
Right.
But we really want to get to everybody because everybody want to find love. Stay included.
Little side note: I filled out an application just in case you were looking for.
Boom. Okay. www.mayorboot.com.
You see that? See that layup? I helped her out so she could place where you could fill out an application by saying that I filled out an application. Radio 101.
And while you on Beyonce's internet, go ahead and check out www.spaceoffboutique.com.
Tell them again. Would you like to say something, Mr. Anderson?
The show is just going downhill.
Has it?
So, Sevon, has any of the contestants, I guess I can say they are, have they ever had a bae crush on the host?
I don't feel like that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's go ahead. Start a little.
Facts.
Right
Tell
now.
them again.
Start a little. Right now.
Start a little shit.
Right.
Right. That's telling inside information. I'm all ears.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
So apparently that's a yes.
Yes.
We'll translate that for
I don't
the
feel like
audience.
that's fair. Because just because somebody likes me doesn't mean I like them back. That's not fair.
You broke somebody's heart. Who heart you break?
Yeah, all women's gonna.
Right.
Ugh, when you throw up my rippy and gushers and my 7-Eleven items.
What'd she say?
So anyway, continue. We need to know, like, so you haven't Bayer booted yourself?
Okay, so I really am looking for love, and I have told the producers this. So, I mean, stay tuned for season 2.
You're gonna be on the band.
We get a teaser.
Right.
So,
We get a teaser. You like that, boss? Yeah, that was good. That's good. You got good. All right then. Okay.
Dude,
So,
growing.
hey man, I asked tough and important questions.
Do you?
Everybody wanna know. So, Sevon is without a Mr. Six. No,
I'm with
no
you.
6 for
I'm
the
with
Sevon.
you. I'm with you. I'm with you, my friend. Yes.
Is there
Right.
a little Savonette or Savonista or anything? Or
I was gonna say it doesn't have to be a Mr. It
Right.
could be a Mrs.
okay, we're gonna go with Mr.
I'm from the South,
Right.
from Lone
So-
Star State.
So can we
believe in Mr.
can we
Mrs.
put out there what Sevon's type is?
Wow, this is really difficult. Because when I sit down and I'm like doing my manifestations on a man, I really get hung
Slow
up.
down, slow down. Whoa, back up. No. Wake up. Okay. When you're doing your what? Say it again, please.
Manifestations.
Okay, so you're
It's
saying
that word, man. Every
Right.
time she's
anything above 3 syllables and you go to sleep. I got you. So
sleepy time.
right, no. That's not gulp or big. Yeah. So what is a manifestation of on a man or of a man?
Of a man.
Of a man.
You want a man?
So you know, like, okay, so you pray.
Right.
And then after you pray, then you manifest.
Right.
That's how I do it.
Of just men or anything that
Of
you
anything.
Right.
Anything that
Okay.
you want. That's why I feel like I'm in the position that I'm in because I manifested it.
Okay.
See, that's what we do. We pray, then we manifest.
So you manifest with no man.
Quiet.
Right.
So,
He won't be.
while we're manifesting men,
Right.
what I manifest when I'm manifesting men is
You must be woman festing. That's the problem.
that is so ill.
Infested.
Stop woman infesting, and then you probably find your man. Go back to manifesting. That's the problem here.
What if she likes both infested?
She needs to buy festing.
Bifested. Right. Yeah. See that? Right.
Go ahead with this.
So what is-
anti-manifest?
So if in your ideal scenario, in your manifestation, how does he treat you? How does he look? What is his? How does he draw you?
That's really difficult. Now that's what I can't get together just yet.
Okay.
Because I really don't care about the physical. It matters to
Okay.
me, but to a certain extent. Like if you
It's not
make
first.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Don't listen to him. I know where he's going with that, and he will let him speak. No, hold on a second. You're right. So for now, at first, you want qualities in him that aren't physical, but the physical does help not the manifestation, but the relationship and you're interacting with him.
Yeah, when he getting on my nerves and he fine, and I'm just like, you are cute.
I'll put up with that shit. Right.
Yeah, I think I'll stay a little bit longer. Not
That's
too
probably
much.
what happens with every woman with LA. Right. They put up with that shit.
And they just like, I'll stay a little bit longer.
Right.
But I would say overall, if I had to pick like 3 qualities, I would say I want him to be honest.
Okay.
I want him to be understanding.
Okay.
And he has to be good with kids.
Kids.
Do you have children?
I have a son, so
All right.
it's like, and that's what comes with it all.
Now, I was going to hang you out to dry on the first 2 because the first 2 are very general, but the last one is very important. But the first 2, honest and understanding, it's very general. But I would say that everybody's looking for what they want to have in their life. So, is honest and understanding, how do they manifest themselves to you? Is that someone who doesn't have a secret past, a nightlife? What is honest for you? What is that they're...
So I'll go with understanding, then I'll go into honesty because they differ.
Right. I'd agree.
So Understanding for me is I travel a lot. I have started traveling a lot more. So I'm not home and I can't answer my phone all the time. And sometimes you are going to get my manager and it's not going to be me all the time. And then the times that I am home, I want to be with my son. Sometimes I don't want to be with somebody. There are times that I really just want to be by myself and I want to talk to myself and get my own thoughts together. And then I'm just like, okay, now I can invite you into my space because I'm gaining clarity and I'm trying to not be Sevon.
Right.
The public figure. Now I'm trying to be Sevon the girlfriend and Sevon the mom. So I mean, sometimes that takes a little bit of time for me to like switch on and off. So that's an understanding that I really need, and I also need understanding in the fact that like I'm really
Ridiculous.
And
Sweaty.
and sometimes I'm unaffectionate, and I don't.
Whoa! You're unaffectionate?
Unaffectionate. I do not like it.
You don't like affection?
And sometimes I don't. Just get away from me for like 2 seconds. I don't want to be hugged. I don't want to be kissed. I don't want to be touched.
What about...
What are you?
I know, right? How do we salute our...
Who wants that?
How do we salute our man? How do we salute our spouse, our partner? Not to say that you're all hugged up and Netflix and chilling and watching, but when you come home from work, when he comes home from work, hey, babe, kiss, hug, acknowledging that is your partner. That is, so we're getting it out there.
Don't be throwing up my fine 7-Eleven products.
We're getting it out there.
Which is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Man, fuck 7. Sorry, my bad. They're not sponsoring.
That was his
Sorry.
last one.
That's 6. That's 7.
Sir.
He got 7.
Enough.
7. I got 7
He got
or
7.
11. I'm not sure. It depends on how much I have to drink.
Yeah.
I mean, don't overdo it.
Right. I'm trying.
Please don't.
Right. I'm trying.
Number two.
Number 2. I'm the number 2. Listen.
That's messed up.
Right. But no, I think that's great that you were able to expound on the understanding part, because I think a lot of people say, I need somebody who understands me or understands my ways, but don't really break it down to say what that means or what that entails. The honesty part, what is that? Is that just, if you don't like me right now, tell me you don't like me right now?
Okay, and this is the thing. So my honesty and my understanding are polar opposites solely because I'm really understanding. So be honest with me, because I'm not gonna get mad if you're honest with me. But I am too smart for you to think you can outrun me in this game called thinking. So don't even do it to yourself, because I will run multiple laps around you. I will finish before you even start. Don't think that you can get me.
Boy, the guys are just lining up around the corner.
He's the funniest thing you said all day.
The most unaffectionate,
Unaffectionate,
and
overthinking,
analyzing woman infesting
lap
woman
running.
that I've ever been on this show.
Right.
Boy, they just piling up.
She out of town.
Around the corner.
She's on a dating show.
Boy,
She's out of
can
town all
we make
the
sure
time.
that the front door is locked to the studio?
Oh, you haven't even got to the good part yet, because before you...
Oh, there's a good part? Oh, wait. Unfortunately, there's more.
Right.
Before you can even talk to me, you have to sign a non-disclosure.
Oh, an NDA. An NDA. So
I knew you would like that.
That's a hoop. So can I ask you one question? And I know LA wants this. He wants to. I'll give him a chance to formulate his question. Could somebody put a mirror up to what you do and do the exact same thing to you, and you'd be understanding about it?
I would. I feel as though I would be.
You
Solely
know-
because I've already done it.
Right. Okay.
And because I've already done it, it's second nature. Like.
So you want to be affectionate. The minimal amount of times you want to be affectionate, but they're not on that same level. They don't want to be affectionate. Or, they travel, they're an entertainer, they do the same things you do. Are you able to summon yourself and say, okay, well, I understand. I know who you are because that's who I am. Like, can two alpha, A personality, type A personality people coexist in your idea of a relationship?
So, the thing about me not being affectionate.
Yeah. What's the thing about that?
Is that it's always in my stars.
Right.
That I get somebody.
In my
That's
stars.
over affectionate?
That is overly affectionate.
I know. I feel the warble in your voice. I feel like I
see stars running. It ain't no mirror in front of me.
Right.
Are you dizzy? Take a drink of your Sevon 11, Ben.
I had enough Sevon for tonight.
Right. Apparently, other people do too.
Apparently, it don't need
Right.
to be called Bay or Boot no more. It need to be called Bay or Sevon.
That's right. Sevon's World. That's what it's called. Sevon's World. But endear yourself to the public. What are the positive
Can
things?
she?
Right. What are the positive things? What do you if in a relationship with Sevon? What do I get in a relationship with Sevon that I don't get anywhere else? What indeed?
Contracts, paperwork,
Right.
blue balls.
Listen, 7-Eleven don't like that shit. What are you talking about? Right.
7-Eleven got at this point
Right.
like, man, I agree with you.
Right. So, I mean, you know,
Monogamy. I'm trying to tell you, hey, right about now.
right.
All you get is a pretty face and a
That's it.
smile.
A smile.
Because that girl is poison.
See you later.
That girl is poison.
Right. But
Woo.
yes,
Woo, daddy.
right. Hilarious.
Right now, you're not getting much.
No, but in a monogamous committed relationship with Sevon, are you a good girlfriend? How about that? Are you a good girlfriend?
I feel as though I'm a really good girlfriend. So if not for the fact that I am understanding, but because when I do open up, I'm really vulnerable,
Okay.
and I allow other people to be vulnerable with me. Fix your face.
I'm sorry. Camera 2.
Go to camera. No.
Correct your face.
Go to camera. Yeah, get away. Camera 2. Right.
This face ain't changing for a while.
Right.
Correct your face.
Right.
But also because I'm really down to earth. I'm cool. I'm chill.
With an N.D.A.
I'm telling you. I mean,
No,
hey,
I'm sorry. Continue, please. I'm
you
sorry.
gotta protect yourself.
You
out
do,
here.
But what does the N.D.A. protect? What is it protecting you from? Like, what are they gonna say?
So
You know, I had some follow-up questions like,
I'm sorry.
how important is sex in a relationship?
Oh, my fault.
Hey,
This is too.
all of these answers have been given already. So these questions are null and void right about now.
No,
Please go
hold
ahead.
on. Wait, because I did say that when I open up to you, I am really vulnerable. How important is sex in a relationship? Very important. We can touch on that in a second.
Are we talking about,
But
what's that?
Am I signing it while
What's
I'm?
that?
While I'm
What's that movie?
with what?
What's the movie with Sylvester Stallone? When they're having sex through the little thing.
The Future Man, Demolition Man.
They
Right.
want to Sandra Bullock in the
In the whole of the room. Right.
Oh my
But
God.
look, so
Okay.
here's why. Because
Hey.
I believe in adding value to whomever I'm with. So whatever that looks like to whomever I'm with,
These
even
are such affectionate terms you're using. Adding value.
Adding value.
Manifestation.
Right. You're wishing for a man to go away. Right. Yeah. I'm manifesting this man who knows when to leave me the fuck alone. Right.
Get out of my cheese.
Right. Yes, please.
before I have to sage your ass.
Right. You burn sage
You
as
are
well?
going to sage his.
She's a sage burner.
All up in your space. But anyways.
Okay, so sex is important in a relationship because that's the affection that you show. That's how you show your. I'm not being funny. That's how you show your affection.
That's how I show affection, but I do show affection other ways because I do value people's love language. So, whatever your love language is, then I definitely try to tend to that.
Oh, so let me ask a question then. I don't know. Let's say my love language is affection with touch. So if that's my love language, please, prithee, if you could tell me how do you handle my love language if that's the one.
It's very difficult if you're asking.
Apparently.
Oh, sorry.
Right,
This
apparently
isn't a
she's
show
been
about
doing that.
asking for answers.
Right? No. We're not. Yeah, we're not looking.
By far.
It's tasking, but it'll get done.
Yes.
Begrudgingly.
Right. I guess.
That's how you know I love you. I'm doing it.
Here you go. I'm on your beard. Yay, you have a beard.
Oh my God.
Let me rub your back.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look who's been working out.
Yeah. You been doing sit-ups, Daddy? Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
Those kisses sure are soft.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
sounding like number 2 right now.
Right. I am number 2. I can't help it.
He went back to the number 1, number 2, and
Listen.
all of this.
I know, right? Well, she can't. I just listen. Whenever I hear women say,
Then I like to apologize to our fans here because I told them that we were inviting a female host on every show.
right,
I don't know if you got that one on this one.
right,
Except looks alone. That's about all you got.
honesty and understanding is what we got.
All I need from you.
Right. So,
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know where we go from there.
Where do we go?
Okay, so
Okay, wait,
Yes, ma'am.
because I
Yes,
do
ma'am.
want to explain my case on the
We would like to hear it.
We only got a couple more minutes of this.
I don't know. I'm looking.
Okay.
So look, okay, so here's my N.D.A.
Okay.
I give out a lot of good ideas to the people that I'm with because I believe in adding value, like I said. And I feel like if I'm with you, we should be making money together.
Oh, this is a business relationship.
It's a contract.
That's
what marriage
okay.
is. Marriage is a contract.
Right. So you're kind of like Nene Leakes and what's the
No.
girl's name?
I wanna be
Cynthia,
Beyonce.
where they had a friend
I wanna
contract.
be
Okay,
Beyonce
I get
and
it. I get
Jay-Z,
it.
And you don't do that. You cannot be Beyonce and Jay-Z without 1, work ethic, and 2, non-disclosures.
That's true because we don't know
But
actually
do they
how
have
they had.
non-disclosures between each other?
They probably do.
Yeah, they probably see lawyers before they make love, man. Hey,
Like, listen.
if you in from the back, I need you to sign this. Back.
Before you pull my hair, I need you to know how much I spit on that. So if you yank it, you gotta put up that dough jigger.
Hey,
right.
if you sitting down on it like this,
Right.
if it happen to go the wrong way, I
Right.
need you to pay for the, Bactine or whatever it is.
Anal is double. Anal is double. Right. Absolutely.
And you for sure can't shoot up the club. Because if you shoot up the club, it's a whole nother different fee, Jay-Z.
Sevon, we would like to thank you
For showing up. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know what to do right now.
I would like to thank you so much for appearing on this amazing episode. It came
My
it
G.
writes
Oh my god.
itself.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Okay.
Before we check out, we got a few announcements.
No, wait a minute. Please, let's not leave that hanging. Please, God. Please, Jesus.
We got a few announcements we gotta make. August 14th, 2 weeks from today,
Oh my
we
God.
have Donovan Lewis, Mike Soror from Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket, coming live on No I'm Right.
Absolutely.
Please set your tuners for that, baby, okay? And that's going to be a humongous show.
Yes.
The No I'm Right merchandise will be available by that date as well.
Right.
So you will be able to place your orders for No I'm Right shirts like my greatest number 2 that's over there right now, as you see him wearing that.
Say what you want. I'm sorry. I'm happy to be a part of this show at this very moment right now. You can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. I'm happy to be here, man. I'm telling you.
As usual, you can always view this and previous episodes on No I'm Right 100, YouTube.com. Always send us emails of your feedback, your comments, and all that to noamright100@gmail. You can follow the pages of No I'm Right on Facebook and on Instagram, such as Sevon. Sevon, what do you have going on that's that's non-relationship related that you've manifested recently? What do you have coming up?
Okay, well, what I have coming up is King of the Slab Car Show. That's going to be on August 17th, okay? You know what?
Yeah, I'm certain there's going to be tons of fans out there waiting to get in to see you. Please continue. I'm so sorry. Please continue. What else do
No, I'm sorry. We run out of time. Keep going.
Keep
Professional.
going. What-
Professional.
yeah, right,
Run out of time.
What else we have?
Run out of time. Run out of time.
August 30th.
August 30th.
August 30th, I have the Jazz Fest with Visit Dallas. And then September 7th at the Sevens in New Orleans. I can't even do it.
September 7th. 7.
Yes,
Yes.
7.
Yeah, September 7th at the Sevens in New Orleans. I will be hosting the Love Jones Pain Party.
The Love Jones Pain Party.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the pain.
Yeah, yeah.
It has been an absolute pleasure.
Not much pleasure. Ain't no affection. Ain't no pleasure.
On this show, I knew that you would deliver, and I appreciate you doing so. Thanks to all the fans out there. You know, thanks to my co-host Nathan.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all as always. We will continue to make moves, thanking God. From the ultimate entertainer here, Mr. Main Attraction LA, Mr. Price, the Impossible Kid. Sevon, can you go ahead and let the folks know we signing out tonight?
All right, we signing out. Follow me.
All right, y'all. We thank y'all very much again for showing up. And as always, I am always right.
No, I'm right. Get out of here.
Holy shit.